Welcome to Fresh Air is Overrated, the weekly source for anything gaming with wild Matt and Kurt.
And Steiner.
Against Aaron.
Yo, welcome to Fresh Air is Overrated. It's episode number 216. It is a Thursday as always. I am Wild Matt. It's February 2nd. That's 10 days away from my birthday. It's really close. Yay, birthdays. I'm so excited because that's my favorite thing in the world. Let's celebrate the day that I came out of my mom. Woo! Yay. That's pretty much what you're celebrating. Isn't that right, Steiner?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
Mm-hmm. So, it's Thursday, like I said. You can watch us live. So here's the thing. I got myself banned on YouTube by
Nice.
accidentally streaming out something that I wasn't supposed to. So, yeah, that happened. So now, that's it. I'm down for 90 days is what the ban is for.
Woo.
So, so I could get it back in 90 days. But until then,
What were you streaming?
I was gonna record Royal Rumble and I pushed the wrong button on XSplit. Out of
Nice.
habit, I pushed a button to do the podcast because that's what I normally push. And then it was like, oh damn, no, I did not want to push that.
So even for like a half a second, you...
I was up for about 15 minutes because I left to go get food and I came back and I was, oh damn it. So I got taken down on everything that we were on except for Twitch because I thought, hey, so right now we're literally streaming on everything. The YouTube right now is it's Mega Sculpture TV shows. You just add shows at the end, and then that's where we stream live. Everything's gonna work as it normally does until the end of April is when we can get our streaming rights again. And then, so we're on Beam right now. We're on Twitch. We're on Hitbox. We're on Ustream. We're on something else. I forget. But yeah. Oh, Stream Me. It's stream.me. It's actually pretty cool. Like, it's weird how Twitch is the site that we've been on the longest. And it's still the one that we have no transcoding on. So, like, if you're on YouTube, you can watch it in 480p. You can watch it in fucking 144p. You can do that on Stream Me. You can do that on Beam. You can go 720 and 480. But Ustream is only 720. Then there's another one that also does transcoding. But yeah, we're on 6 places. It's all listed on the Facebook page. If you want to find that your favorite streaming place, I'm looking at them all, the chat rooms. So yeah, go crazy if you want to chat away. I can see them all. But yeah, megascorcher.com though, that's our main website, and that's where you can find all the VODs and MP3s of Fresh Air. And we're also available wherever podcasts are found, like iTunes and a bunch of other places on Android phones. Just, I bet you have a favorite podcast app, whatever you use. And yeah, like I said, we're live everywhere. Just go to our YouTube page and it'll tell you. I should make a post about it on the website about where you can find all the streams too. So there you go. Let's go to games we're playing. I didn't play much this week except old games. I played Skate or Die on the NES. And then I played Championship Bowling on the NES. And I played... what's that SNK bowling game called? It was like one of the first SNK games I ever played in person growing up. And it's a bowling game. You can play 4 players though, is a thing, simultaneously. It's kind of cool back in the day. But yeah, that's about it. I didn't play much else. Like, I'm trying to think if I played anything else. I don't think so. Nope. I worked a lot. Oh, I was sick for the majority of this week. I went to go hang out with my parents on Sunday. My dad might have had something because then he got something when I left too. So it was either me or him. And we both got sick. So that was a good time this whole week. Waking up and maybe feeling like I have to go to the bathroom or have to go puke. One of the two. It's a good time. It's a good time. Didn't sleep that well this whole week. Last night was like the first time that I actually slept all right. I woke up not feeling great, but it was all right. See how I feel tomorrow.
NyQuil. Just drink a whole shit ton of NyQuil and go into a coma for a week.
Nah, it's all right. I'll endure it. It's not that bad. I'm already feeling all right. Stomach issues a little bit, but it's not that bad. What about you? What have you been playing?
Played some more XCOM on the PS3. That game's a little wonky. I don't know if it's just because of the PS3 or whatever, but when you have it's a turn-based shooter, so when you have an 80% chance to hit, and you miss 4 times in a row, that math is a little fucked up. But yeah, one of the issues with just turn-based strategy games in general, or RPGs or whatever.
Yeah, I always try to get into the ones that, it's like an offshoot of a series I like. Like there's Final Fantasy Tactics, and then there's a Metal Gear Acid on the PSP. But, I wanted to like those games, but nah.
Yeah.
They're always the same kind of bullshit.
Played some Doom multiplayer. Was not horrible, but I was certainly not good because I did not know the map, and the people I was playing against definitely seemed to know the map a hell of a lot better than I did. So that didn't work out so well for me. And then I tried playing a little bit more of Watch Dogs 2, and apparently my username and some other shit was all changed. My save games were gone and some other weird shit. So somehow my Uplay account got hacked.
That's how they begin your identity stealing.
Yeah.
Is they get through Ubisoft, and then they get everything from there.
Yeah. So good job, Ubisoft. I should email them or call them and bitch and complain, but
What's it going to accomplish? It's going to be some dude on the
much.
phone going like, sorry, sir.
I pretty much just changed my password and left it at that. But yeah, that was fun because I had like 6 hours of progress on Watch Dogs 2, and then it was all gone. And I don't understand how, if it would save, maybe it wasn't saving locally on my computer. I don't really get that. But I would think it should have saved locally on my computer, and then how then did that get deleted? But I don't fucking know. Really weird shit.
Well, that's what happens when you get hacked. Weird shit happens, especially when it's gaming stuff. You just get worried, more worried than you would normally.
Well, yeah,
I don't have credit card stuff on there probably. Maybe not Ubisoft. Maybe not Ubisoft.
No.
But
yeah,
stuff.
If my Steam account was hacked, that would be fuck. Because I have, but like they didn't change my email. Like they just got onto my account and downloaded Watch Dogs 2. Like they played it. I could see they got achievements for multiplayer use or whatever. And I'm like, okay. And then they changed the username. I'm like, okay.
They just wanted your name. They just wanted your game. Sorry.
Yeah. I guess.
I had it. I was one letter off. Had it. Damn. I can't talk today.
Yeah.
I'm still sick.
It was just really weird and stupid. But yeah, good job, Ubisoft. Way to have your own shit together.
This seems like it was maybe not a Ubisoft thing, and maybe just somebody got into something. I don't know.
No,
I don't know, because it would seem like
I don't see how it wouldn't be a Ubisoft thing.
Yeah, but how would they get just to you? Why would they just target you?
I'm sure they would have had a pocket of whatever's. Because
nothing
Uplay, else was
right?
hacked, so.
It's called Uplay, right?
Yeah. Because I barely ever use Uplay, so it could have been hacked fucking 2 years ago, and I wouldn't have fucking known.
True enough. Yeah. All right. Anyways, Ubisoft.
Yeah. Well, I do remember hearing something about Uplay having information being leaked or something like that a while ago.
Is there new games this week? Do you know about any new
I don't know.
games?
You tell me.
Well, I guess I could go look that up here. I'm just gonna load up the web browser here because I don't have anything written down. Okay, it's loading. It's there. You go. All right, I'm gonna actually shoot it up on the.
So this
feed
week,
here.
no. Next week, yes.
Well, February.
Or
Let's
no.
see.
No, I guess it would have been the 29th.
This week.
Okay.
Well, I guess Double Dragon came out this week. That was this week. Double Dragon 4.
Yeah. Digimon World.
Next order. Yay. Hey, well, there's a Skullgirls. That's all right. It's a physical release of it, weirdly enough. I guess that's with like everything on it. And it's for the PS4, so I guess it might be re-release because that was a PS3 game. I don't know. Hey, that Pac-Man thing that was out on the or the Xbox One, sorry, is on the PS4. Woo!
Yeah.
Good stuff. Dynasty Warriors, yay. The same shit over and over. A bunch of downloadables on the PS4. I know none of these games. Oh, Hitman is out physically this week on the PS4. You could buy that on a disc.
The first complete season. I don't quite understand what that means.
Oh, so Hitman is episodic right now.
Yeah, but then
So-
what does the first season mean?
Well, they divide their shit in seasons. So you get the whole first season. So you know, anything that came on the first season, any costume, anything like. Now so the second season has like difficulties, so I don't know if you get this in this. I don't know if it's an update for all of the game. I have no idea. No idea how it works. I'm assuming you can keep playing the second season with this though. You have to be. It has to. Kill the Bad Guy. I don't know what that is. PS4, Knee Deep. This is all digital stuff. Bomberman 94 on the Wii U. Gradius, a Turbo Graphics version on the Wii U. Great. Turbo Graphics is a pretty alright thing. If it would have came out here, I would have had fun with that thing. But hey, yeah, nothing is coming out this week.
Well, Woolly World, Yoshi's Woolly World, that's probably the most notable thing for the
I
fucking...
feel like that's a thing that's already existed, though.
Is it? Or was it on the Wii?
Well, no, let's see. What's it called? Oh, no, never mind. Okay, no, it's Poochie, the one with the dog. There's a dog in it.
So that's the difference.
Yeah.
I do remember seeing...
This is a
something-
sequel to the Yoshi
It's
one.
a sequel. Okay.
And I think I want to say there was two Kirby two Kirby Yarn games.
Kirby Yarn?
Yes.
I don't think they were they Yarn or were they...
It was Yarn. It was Yarn.
It was Yarn? Okay.
Yeah. It was the same gimmick where you pull threads and then you went into like hidden things. It's very similar. Except in Yoshi, you shoot eggs, of course, because, it's Yoshi. What else would you do except shoot eggs?
Mm.
All right, let's go to news of the week. This is technically the news of last week.
Mm.
There's not too much, so even this week I added a little bit of thing, like a few things. Even there's some things that I'm not into that I think you would be into, so I just added it anyways.
Okay.
Even though it was pretty much nothing. I guess the biggest thing that happened over the last week is the Xbox One Snap Mode, the lame thing where you can put something on the screen beside the other screen. Like I can look at Twitter while I'm playing my video game on this one screen.
If you say so, I have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
That's how you looked at achievements. It's like a little side view that pops up and it makes your screen like less, like your gaming screen gets tucked away a little bit and then something pops up on the side. Well, that's going away. And the dashboard on the Xbox is going to be faster now because of it. So there you go. Yay. Another feature that's coming to an update is you can pair controllers to the same input. So you can put two controllers on player one, and they're doing that for like parents. So if your kid is struggling to get past the part, you can just connect your controller, go
Okay.
doo, 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 and then they go doo.
How old of a freaking kid are you talking about?
I don't know if you're playing like Lego or something and they're just having a hard time. Just playing Lego. They don't know any better.
You'd have to be talking about like a 3 or 4 year old. Like
Oh,
my
yeah.
daughter was trying to
Oh,
like
yeah.
I don't and I'd rather have her die and actually learn what the fuck she's doing than me having to
Hey man,
be
some
a
games
crutch.
are hard, okay?
No, games were hard when we were a fucking kid, not
Hey, you can
now.
still get Doom on Xbox One. You can still get Geometry Wars on Xbox. No, it's then the Geometry Wars is just
Doom
like you're
wasn't
taking
really all
over.
that hard.
Doom is kind of hard.
Like when you got into like the
Doom
last,
is hard. Doom, like beating Doom is hard.
I did it.
Well, yeah.
I don't even
Yeah.
remember spending that much time on it.
It's not easy, man. Like especially when you start it. Like you remember it now because it's you just run through shit and you just destroy shit because it's Doom. But you can get ganged up on in that game if you're not careful. You got to run fast, and then sometimes you just get trapped. And if you're not, you just got to know where the enemies are. If you know where the enemies are, then it gets pretty easy.
So I remember Doom 2 being pretty difficult.
Well, I finished. I think the only
But-
Doom I didn't finish is Final. I don't think I ever actually owned Final Doom to finish it.
No.
So I had a friend that had it, and I played a lot of Final Doom, but I never finished it.
Like I remember Shadow Warrior was a bitch and a fucking half.
But is it Hexen or Heretic? That's the first one. Whichever is the first one. I think it's Heretic. Has like the green bow and arrow.
There was Hex. I don't know.
One
know
is a
Hexen,
sequel
but I
to the
don't-
other. Like it goes. I think it goes Heretic, Hexen, and then Hexen 2. I think is the official
Okay.
timeline of that. But yeah, and that game was really hard. Those games are kind of harder than Doom. More involved. You had to do a few more things. More
Like, I
puzzle.
remember the last couple of levels of Shadow Warrior were just fucking ape shit bullshit. Like
Yeah,
they were just doing shit to make it hard, opposed to having it make any sense.
Oh, we talked about this last time, but yeah, Doom speedruns, they're crazy.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Just
Well,
you-
they're not really speed runs.
oh, dude, they're totally
glitch
speedruns. Oh no, they're speedruns. That's
But they're glitching
you could
shit.
just do it in the game. That's a dude doing it with a controller. It's not like you could look at tool assisted speedruns where it's just if they fuck up or sometimes they can just even slow down the game so like they can push the button at the exact frame they want to, and then, so it just and then replay it, and then it's just like a robot that plays it. It's like a replay that
Right.
plays it. And it's like there you go, cool, I got that. So it's technically a human that's doing it with the tools assisted, but yeah, whatever. But no, this is just a dude playing it on the PC or whatever, just playing it himself, and it's crazy that they broke the game so fucking fast. It's crazy. The game hasn't been out that long, and they can already fucking like jump through a wall and fucking go straight to the end.
There's the SDK shit or there's map editors and everything. So if you open up the map, I'm pretty sure you can, if you know what you're looking for, you probably could pretty easily find.
Oh yeah, because I think the way they're doing it is they can find places where it's like a little tucked away place that they jump in and then crouch, and then I guess they stand up and they just fucking clip right through it,
Yeah.
and then they just jump through ceilings and then just go through fucking hills that they can't even supposedly be there. They just fucking go straight to the end.
The weird thing, a lot of the areas, especially when you're getting to the hell areas, that there's a lot of weird jumps you have to make or whatever. So I would think it would just be open space to then, and you would just fall to your death. But I would have to watch it to know what exactly is going on.
I don't think I made it all the way to the end. Because I think the speed run right now, I think the lowest time is like 51 minutes.
Right.
I watched like 20 minutes. It's crazy. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
So that probably right around when you start going to hell is around halfway through the game.
Yeah, because
Because you jump back and forth a couple of times.
I see. Honestly, Earth. Oh no, it's Mars. That's right. I was gonna say Earth looks like hell, anyways. But no, it's Mars.
It's Mars. It's always Mars.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Even in the movie.
Yeah. Hey, Doom. It happens on Mars. I don't know if you knew this. So Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, there's some DLC coming out. It's called A Criminal Past, coming out February 23rd. Do people still care about Deus Ex? Is that still a thing?
Well, there's, I guess, additional news after that is released.
Yeah.
Deus Ex is shutting down.
Oh, all right. Well, what can you do?
Now, I'm not even 100% sure if that's being released, but it probably would be. Because Square Enix released a thing saying, like, Deus Ex Mankind Divided or did not sell well enough, so we're just not going into the trilogy as we originally specified, because, like, it just did not sell anywhere near what we wanted it to.
I see.
Which then brings us into the next news story that I wrote in last week, that Square Enix now has the Marvel properties that they bought from Disney or associated with Disney.
Cool.
So it's a team up. So you got Square Enix, which also includes Eidos, which is the ones that do Deus Ex.
Yes.
Which I do believe they've been told that they're making a game. I think they're making the first game, which is what is being done rather than
I heard what
Deus Ex sequel.
Oh no, never mind. So Avalanche Studios, the guys who were working on Disney Infinity, got brought back too this week. So yeah,
well,
more Disney stuff being brought back.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on how they were associated with Disney, if they were just paying for the IP and then creating their own shit. But I believe they were actually owned by Walt Disney.
Yeah, because their next game is a Cars game that's being released through the...
But again, they're going through...
It's totally weird that they fired them and this Cars game is still coming out. Yeah, it's Warner Brothers. Yeah, it's Warner Brothers, yep.
Rather than Disney that owned them, and now Warner Brothers is doing games for Disney because Disney's now
because they don't want to
make games in house or own any developers. They just want to release
they were cool
IPs
with it. They were cool with Infinity
money.
when it was making money, and then it started slowing down. And they're like, maybe we'll get out of this before.
They did it forever. Like even with the Star Wars stuff, they threw it out to EA's like you.
Oh yeah, but that was a while ago.
You give us $5 million a year, you can make all the Star Wars games you want. Or
that was a while ago, and then they were like, Infinity is the only thing that we'll keep going with, and then they were like, whoa, okay. Our last round
I'm sure
of figures did not do so good.
Shit ton to get that.
Who did?
Square Enix.
Oh, sure.
To get,
sure.
The Marvel.
The Marvel ones
for gaming. Now I'm pretty sure Square Enix has everything but Spider-Man now.
Yeah, because Sony still is doing that thing with Insomniac.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, Sony has this because they agreed to bring Spider-Man into the Marvel CMU. So that was like, they essentially gave it to them for free. In saying like, if we scratch your back, we'll scratch.
But we can use the font as our system fonts, guys. We can do that. Okay.
But
if you have a cool font for the next Spider-Man, we can steal it.
Square obviously has had dealings with Disney in the past with Kingdom Hearts and all that, so it should just be.
And that Kingdom Hearts game is supposedly still coming out
in 2019,
whenever the hell it is.
Yeah, but like so there will be like there's Eidos and there's another one that is actually pretty good. I can't recall offhand, but there's two
Square Enix
Canadian studios.
Oh yeah, isn't crap, not Dead Rising. It's another game. Damn it.
But
I forgot.
Like there's two good Canadian studios making games now that are going to be Marvel games.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? It seems like licensed games are going away, and now they're coming back.
Well, it's Marvel CMU's bringing up a lot of shit, but now most of these games it was also said they're going to be original IPs, so not IP. They're going to be original stories. So they're not going to be movie-based games. They're going to be
good. God damn it!
Yeah. So it's going to be like Arkham Asylum type stuff that they're going to like create a story for these characters, opposed to just copying.
The weird thing about the movie things is that even when they did the movie things, it was mixed with non-movie things. So it's like here's the two
Yeah.
movie
Yeah, because
villains,
the
and then here's
movie's 2
everybody
hours.
else.
So
Is
how
crazy.
the hell do you get
Yeah.
8 hours of gameplay out
Yep.
of 2 hours? It just doesn't.
Yeah, because the Spider-Man games are always like that. It's like, yeah, of course it's going to end with the Green Goblin, but we got to
Yeah.
put all these other guys in here. Scarecrow is in there. Was it Scarecrow? I forget.
Crystal Dynamics is who I was thinking about.
Oh, sure, yes. Yeah, Tomb Raider.
Yes.
Yeah. So, hey, Tekken 7, that's been in Japan as an arcade game for a while. It's coming out in June 2nd for everything. Next gen, quote unquote. So, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC. PC! There's a fighting game. I guess fighting games come out on PC now.
But,
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Unless it's Street Fighter 5, because that's pretty much a Sony joint now. All that
Well, Street
shit's-
Fighter 5 is on PC.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, that's
'Cause
right.
they're the ones who fucked
so
up
it's
and
not
made
on
a backdoor
Xbox.
onto your system to
That's right.
be able to just read it and do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, oh, that's right. But I think the PC one is is Capcom published.
What do you mean? It's Street Fighter, so it would be Capcom.
Yeah, but on Sony, it's Sony published, I believe, because it's
No, it's Capcom. It's Capcom property.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's Sony that publishes it on the PlayStation. On the PlayStation. Because I could be wrong, but they paid an assload of money to freaking not only have
getting it
exclusive
but I don't
on it,
see
but
them.
pretty sure they paid a lot to develop that shit too. So I don't know. Maybe they didn't get publishing rights. Who knows?
No, developer Capcom. Now,
But what does it
publisher
say?
doesn't
Publisher?
say.
No, nothing. You're on Wikipedia.
not yet. I'm just in Google, and it's
It should say in Wikipedia.
publisher Capcom, developer Capcom, and Dimps.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Dips is Capcom.
Yeah.
It's just an internal Capcom studio, I believe. Let's see.
Oh, dude, no, these guys make
Oh
fighting
no,
games. Holy
they
shit.
made Dragon Ball games and stuff.
Yeah.
Man,
They
made
made Street Fighter
Sonic
4 for-
games. Oh yeah, they made fucking the advanced games on the GBA. Weird. They made some Crash Bandicoot games too. What the hell is going on?
These guys make some pretty good fighting games.
Well, pretty much all the fighting games, like the main Street Fighter games, as
Yeah.
of late.
But like even Dragon Ball Xenoverse, there were some of the older ones there too.
Man, their first game was not
they
that
did the Street
great.
Fighter 4 on the
2005.
PS3, 360 PC, and Android or arcade. Sorry. Dragon Ball Heroes,
They had
Sonic the Hedgehog episode,
Budokai.
Sonic the Hedgehog 4 episode 1.
Budokai. Well, okay, Sonic the Hedgehog 4 was not very good, but Sonic Advance was really good. Budokai, the Dragon Ball Z PlayStation 2 fighting games were really good.
Yeah, well, some of them were.
Well,
some of them
Budokai
were,
was
some
really
of them
good. That was the series that I liked.
I know there was 2 of them,
Yeah.
and one of them was good, and one of them wasn't so much. Oh my god, they make Evolution. Oh my god, Evolution for the PSP. That has got to be one of the worst.
Yeah,
game
but is that
ever
entirely their fault?
No, oh god, no, oh god, no. But just Evolution itself was fucking
That game is kind of a masterpiece upon itself.
of
Like
just
it's
horribleness.
not. Oh yeah, it's not great, but if you watch it now, it's like woo. Look at that. That's
no,
pretty cool.
if you ever watch Dragon Ball and you watch that, then even did
I've
some
never
Naruto
actually
games.
watched that movie.
Jesus Christ, these guys do a lot.
Yeah, I've never actually watched that movie. Maybe I should.
Oh, it's it's
Oh, I-
fucking like.
I believe
Did you
it.
watch Dragon Ball?
Well, yeah.
Like not just like you've
The
seen
original
it, but
one.
you
The original
watched
one?
it.
Like the original one or Dragon Ball Z?
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I watched Dragon Ball after
Okay.
Z though.
Yeah. Okay, but you've seen like all of it or
Yes.
most of it.
Yes.
You okay? Yeah. No.
Yes.
It's oh my god. Goku went to school, and was a high school student in school,
Okay.
which just completely goes against what Goku is. Like Goku's just a moron that likes to fight. And that's essentially what he was in school. So that just didn't make any, yeah. And he wasn't a Saiyan. He was, yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like,
And friggin' Piccolo wasn't green at first, and they just CGI'd the greenness onto him after the fact. Did you know that?
I remember something, but I don't remember entirely what.
Yeah, he wasn't green, and then they made him
but
green.
Piccolo was probably the best thing about the movie.
Cool.
And it was fucking horrible.
Piccolo's all right. Don't mind some Piccolo. Everything about Dragon Ball, though, is everybody gets super hot-headed for the most part, except for Goku. So Goku's like the one guy you can really cheer for because he's the one that will always be like, chill, we got this. Because everybody's always like, and Piccolo freaks out pretty often. So as much as I like Piccolo, he has a short fuse. As much as he thinks that he's like better than everybody else, he's not.
No.
He looks at Vegeta and he's like, that guy has a short fuse. And yeah, he does, but you also do have a short fuse.
It's changed a fair bit in Super. No, well, the thing is also in the later of Dragon Ball Z when he joins with Kami, that changes as well.
Oh yes, yeah, sure.
But yeah, well, he's the evil version of, or the evil side of Kami. So yeah, he's going to have a pretty short fuse.
But then he had to fuse to rescue the planet.
Well, to give Goku and Vegeta enough time to train.
So, let's see. Resident Evil 7. So there's DLC. It's called Banned Footage 1. It's coming out on the PlayStation 4 January 31st. So that's already out. And it's going to have a new difficulty mode that is not playable in PlayStation VR. It's called Ethan Must Die, and it's an entirely new mode. It doesn't have anything to do with the story. Well, maybe it does, but it's not played in the story mode line.
Okay.
It's like something else.
Well, again, for Resident Evil 7 on PC, it's been hacked straight out, so you can just go do whatever the fuck you want with it.
Yeah, it took apparently. 3 weeks? Is that how long it's been out?
2.5 to 3 weeks, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
I was watching The Know, and they had a interview from the anti-piracy company that does their games, and it's like, well, our stuff's better than nothing, right? Because if you didn't have our shit, it would have been done day one.
That's kind of true.
Yeah, I know. But the weird thing, like it was the same company that did like Doom and a couple of Doom. It took them like 9.5 months to crack. So obviously
so they probably just got
figured
better at
something
it, right?
out. Yeah, they figured out how their shit works. So they're obviously gonna have to go back and restart doing some stuff to make
get some new coders
similar.
in there.
Yeah. And he's mentioned that we're obviously gonna have to go back in and make sure that it lasts longer, but.
Because it totally
It's better
depends
than
how
nothing.
long the contract lasts, right? Like if the contract was for like, let's say it was 2 months, and that's not like it's bad, but it could have been worse,
Yeah. Well, that's
That's
pretty
the
much
thing.
what they said. Is that it could have been worse than what it was because it.
Well, like the thing I've been hearing lately is that those contracts only last for like 2 months or 3 months, and then after that, it's not worth having them because they keep paying that fucking fee every month, right? And then they're like, well, fuck, it's already out there. Like, it's not worth paying it anymore. Boop, gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure they had that clause in their contract where it's just like, if it gets cracked, we don't need to pay it anymore.
Well, I would have.
Peace,
Yeah,
guys.
I'm pretty sure that would be good.
Yep. So Steam added a mode or added something where you can move your game folder, or you can move your games wherever you want now. Wherever you want. Without needing a tool, without needing anything. You can just go in your settings, just go.
You're talking about an installed game install.
Yeah,
folder.
yes, like the default Steam game folder, where everything.
Well, you could always move that around.
Oh yeah, you could, but you had to install like Steam Tool on Windows like 7 or before, and now it's like something else. I forget what it's called.
You're talking like a already installed game and moving that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, like your default Steam folder where
my
everything
Steam
is.
library is on my F drive, opposed to my C drive, and it's always been there. So I haven't moved that since I created it. It's just that's where I originally.
Oh yeah, but now you can move it right now if you want to. Just go in your Steam settings and you can move it.
Because my entire F drive is for games, nothing but games, and it's a terabyte. So.
Oh hey, I'm not saying you need to. I'm just saying you can now.
Yeah.
which was a hassle before. Because I
Oh yeah,
remember
I'm
wanting
sure.
to do it before.
I would have just deleted it and put it into the folder that because it would have been, it would be
Yeah,
a
then you
massive.
re-download everything though.
Yeah,
Back in the day, that was not
my
a.
internet's good enough to do that.
Yeah,
I guess
now
if
it
you
is.
were in some
Now it
butt
is.
monkey country.
But when I was on Windows XP, I remember I had to do it, and it was just like there was something called Steam Tool. It's pretty easy. You just have to go download it, exe. Where like, this is where my Steam folder is. This is where I want it, and it's like okay. Yeah, it just kind of fooled Steam into thinking it was there when it was actually looking somewhere else. Yeah. Oh, I brought this up earlier. So yeah. Avalanche Games, they got killed by Disney, and then they got brought back by Warner Brothers, and now they're working on Cars 3, the video game.
Which is obviously Warner Brothers has gotten pretty big into games thanks to Batman and all that, but and I guess
they've always kind of been Mortal Kombat and all that good stuff.
But yeah, but it's also interesting that Warner Brothers company is then having someone develop a Disney game. But sure,
let's just say it's a Pixar game. Let's look at it that way.
It's all the same.
Yeah,
Disney owns half the world, so just leave it at that.
Sure, and Warner Brothers owns some of it. They own the other half. That's not the good half. Hey, they don't own half. Like
Disney owns freaking like half the entertainment world. Like if you come to my house,
hey,
everything is Disney, and it's almost getting to the point that it's annoying. But
Warner Brothers has the CW. It has a bunch of stuff, man. It has like the Flash. Have you not seen that stuff?
Oh, I watched The Flash.
That's all Warner Brothers, dude.
Like, do you know how much fucking money Disney make? Like, Disney has their channel. There's no commercials on their fucking channels.
Yeah,
it's just to brainwash the fucking on Disney Junior or whatever. No,
Disney
there's no fucking
XD,
commercials.
There's totally commercials. There's totally commercials.
Disney Junior, which my daughter watches. There are no.
Dude, I'm a cool teenager, bro. I watch Disney XD. Okay. God.
They make their money off of fucking just 100%.
I watch Ben. What's that show? Johnny Q. But no, what the fuck is that? Ben 10. I watch Ben 10's pretty cool, and Kim Possible. Is that that's on Disney XD.
Kim Possible's Nickelodeon. But like, it's just like there's probably 24 shows that they have that I'm sure the only way they make money is off of merchandising. Because you like, it's just fucking a kid goes out and just sees Sophia the First, and they're like, ah! It's fucking.
That's what the yellow people were in what's Despicable Me. What the fuck were they called again?
Minions.
Minions, yeah, Minions.
Yeah. Same concept. It's just they take a loss on certain things to then just make it up, and like the merchandising is like ridiculous for Disney.
No, Kim Possible is Disney, bro. It is 100% Disney. Yeah.
Could have sworn, or maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, I know. Kim Possible's
a cartoon?
Yeah, yes. She has like cargo pants and like a black top, and she's like a spy.
I could have sworn that was Nick.
No, man. Disney has everything now, man. There's
they own the Muppets.
There's a Tron cartoon for a while that was pretty alright.
Yeah. Like Ninja Turtles is pretty much the only thing that they don't fucking have.
What do you mean, Batman? All the DC stuff.
Yeah, what cartoons are out for Batman right now?
Cartoon. There's gotta be a Batman cartoon.
I don't know if there is. Like they're making the DC's doing really good with the animated movies. Their animated movies are way better than whatever the fuck Marvel's putting out for the animated shit. But that's all. Like, I don't really know if they have. They might have a Batman, but I don't
really watch cartoons unless it's TMNT. But even then, I haven't watched that in a long time. If I watch cartoons, it's mainly 90s stuff. So usually go back to good old stuff.
Like right now, Marvel has 3 cartoon series going on in the same cartoon universe. They have Spider-Man, they have Hulk, and the Smashers or whatever the fuck they're agents of Smash, and then they have Avengers that are all set in the same universe.
I guess I've seen Teen Titans Go lately, but that was only because I was watching Powerpuff Girls.
All right, but I think even the Teen Titans Go, I don't think are they still making new ones?
Yes, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure because it used to just be Teen Titans, and now it's Teen
Well,
Titans
yeah,
Go.
yeah.
They look
Well,
like
the Teen Titans
even
stuff
more
was on, like,
cartoonish
fucking
now.
12 years ago, 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm. I know the look is interesting.
I don't particularly like Teen Titans Go. Like I've watched a couple.
I've only seen the one with Powerpuff Girls, and then I watched another episode that played after it that was a Teen Titans one. I was just like, they kind of go for the same thing the Powerpuff things go for. It's got a weird sense of humor, and even the cartoon style is kind of that retro looking thing of like the 90s, and yeah, it's got everything that I would like, and it's not terrible. It's just Robin is really kind of dumb in it, and Raven is Raven, whatever. She's usually whatever and everything. So she's like whatever to the max in this. She's like a teenager, so she's just like
Yeah.
like
I actually liked the original Teen Titan, but like that original cartoon, I thought was much better than what the Go is personally. But
I haven't watched too much of it, so I can't give my opinion on it. Teen Titans, the original one, was all right. Again, though, I didn't watch too much. They
also even made a new movie of Teen Titans versus the Justice League that was under the new anime cinematic universe or whatever, and that was really fucking good.
Oh, you're calling it anime now? It's like fancy anime.
Yeah, animation, it's still like the newer stuff is. Yes. Well, I guess they have different art styles and stuff, but
so hey, SWAT 4, you can get it on Good Old Games if that's your thing. I think SWAT 4 is a first-person shooter, so it's
yes, it is. Yeah, it's a squad-based shooter that you can either play single player with giving commands or multiplayer. With co-op or whatever, however you would say that.
I like the first two SWATs. Don't think I'm into the first person ones. But although I've never played them, so I couldn't say either way. So the free games you can get on Xbox Gold this week, it's just started February 1st. Yeah. It's called Lovers in Dangerous Space Time. That was a digital download. Then Project Cars digital edition. That's the last 2 weeks of this month. Hey, if you like racing games and you have gold and you are a cheap motherfucker that doesn't want to pay for games,
you likely would already have it if you were a racing fan.
On Xbox, I don't know. Maybe you have it on PC. And hey, it's like, here you go. You have an Xbox. Why not just download it? I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Oh, wow. But the games for Xbox 360 are pretty bad.
Monkey Island 2. You can get that right now.
Yeah. Monkey Island, great game. Monkey Island 2, not so much.
And then Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. The first one's all right. I haven't played the second one.
I had issues with both of them quite a bit.
In terms of just the gameplay, they were fine, though.
No, I hated the lock-on system on how that, like, oh my god, it was so fucking annoying.
The thing about Star Wars games is I played so many in my life through this, like, I don't think I ever played the Nintendo one when I was growing up, but I definitely played the Super Nintendo one and the PlayStation 1 ones and the PlayStation 2 ones and the Nintendo 64 ones, and they kind of all suck. So I don't have too high.
Well, Jedi Academy and Jedi Outcast were really good games.
There are some good games. There's KOTOR in there is really good.
Like Jedi games are very hard to do. I'll definitely agree with that. But I think one of the best games ever fucking made is what is it called?
Yes.
You're stormtroopers. Shit, I just completely blanked on the fucking name.
Battle.
Where is it? Star Wars Republic Commando. Fuck yeah. That sure. Like that game, like for AI companions is better. Like that was better than what you get now.
Hey, I've played a lot of Star Wars games. There's some good ones.
Yeah, no, like Republic Commando wasn't a Jedi game. You're a stormtrooper, like a high-end stormtrooper or whatever, a special.
There was one PS1
that was a fucking
game
fun game.
that was
PS
pretty alright.
PS3 game?
No, PS1.
Oh, PS1.
Yeah, there's a lot of PS1 Star Wars games. It was you were a Jedi. I just don't remember what it was called.
Yeah.
I don't think it was based on a movie either. So.
Yeah.
See.
Okay. Yeah. Well, again, like Battlefront 1 and 2 were.
Yeah,
both...
Battlefront. Like any game that wasn't based on a movie in the Star Wars universe was usually okay if the developer had any passion behind the actual project.
Like the episode 3 was pretty bad. It wasn't good, but it wasn't. Yeah.
And then you have cases where like the Masters of Terrascasi, where they were like, dude, we'll make a fighting game and it'll be Star Wars, it'll be super awesome, and it was not.
Yeah.
So
well, I remember there was a lot of N64 Star Wars games.
Oh yeah, no, PS1 and N64, that was like the heyday of Star Wars. Because
there was one
episode 1 was just coming out, so
but again, you weren't a Jedi. What was it? You were
on the N64?
Yeah, Shadow something Shadow or Shadow something.
Man, the only 64 game I remember playing a lot is it called Pod Racer?
Yeah. And that's one I thought was fucking horrible.
It wasn't great. I would have rather, played Mario Kart or Crash Team Racing or, anything else that had racing in it. Need for Speed.
Shadows of an Empire.
Shadows of an Empire. Let's look at the PS1 games here. Oh, I'm going back. Super Nintendo. Okay. PlayStation. Man, it's just giving me that one game. And then my phone is making noise. Should have that off. I don't even see. Anyways.
Yeah.
So, that's it. That's the Xbox Gold games.
Mm-hmm.
Get Force Unleashed, I guess, if you've never played it. Prey got a release date. That game Prey, remember that Prey?
Yeah. Well, this is done by Arcane, which is the guys that did Dishonored.
Yeah. So May 5th. PC, Xbox
is
One, PlayStation 4.
By Arcane / ZeniMax, or is this just rumor?
I don't know. Who bought Prey? No, it's 2K. Prey is 2K.
No.
Yeah.
It's ZeniMax.
Pretty sure Prey is 2K, dude.
Bethesda, dude. Bethesda. That's who Arcane is owned by Bethesda / ZeniMax.
Okay. Sure. Then who the fuck released the first Prey?
Oh, the first one I have no fucking clue, but this one is being done by Arcane, which is release date May 5th, so it has been confirmed. Huh. That's interesting that they are releasing
Prey
two
first
games.
What is I want a direct lineage from the first game to this one. I want to know everything in between, because the first game is a 2K game. It was developed by Human Head Studios. I don't know. Then it's an id Tech 4 game. id Tech Bethesda. That's the Bethesda link right there. Okay, since then, the rights to Prey were passed on to Bethesda Softworks, an American video game. What? Doesn't say why.
Well, I think.
Well, they were going to do the second
bankrupt.
game. Yeah, they were going to do that second game.
Yeah, they were doing Prey 2 after they did Prey.
Yes.
Then they were going to do Prey 2.
Mm-hmm.
I think they went under.
Yeah.
And then Bethesda or Arcane went to Bethesda, because I remember Todd Howard talking about this, and like the guys at Arcane were like, "We want to do this fucking game." We went in there like, "Then how much money do you need?" And then he just threw down his dick like he's a badass and said, "Yeah, here's the money," because he's Tom Howard and he can do that.
Yeah, they got the rights in 2009.
Yeah, and like I think they were trying to finish Prey 2, and then they just said no, it's fucked up, and just restarted.
I really enjoyed the first Prey. It was like one
I
of the
never
first
I've seen
360 games. I
sat on the couch and watched somebody play it, and it looked pretty interesting.
Yeah,
but I never really played it, or I didn't play any of it myself, or got through.
It wasn't that long, so it was pretty easy to just sit down and play it and finish it. Like, I want to say it was like maybe 10 hours, 15 hours, somewhere around that. And
Yeah, out of that, I probably watched for about half an hour. So,
it's
it was definitely interesting, but it wasn't.
the very beginning and the very end is probably the most interesting. In between, there's a lot of filler stuff, and you're just shooting at
But
a
this
lot
is
of
this is a
things, so-
complete revamp of everything. So
Oh, yeah,
even
I know,
out of whatever happened in Prey, it didn't exist.
It looks more
It no
colorful. It
longer
looks a little bit
exists.
more like the last BioShock that happened in the sky.
From what people were saying, is it's kind of BioShock meets Dead Space.
Sure.
Is what
Sure.
this game is supposed to be.
Yeah, but I would say like specifically not the water BioShock, the sky BioShock, whatever the fuck that one was called. I have to forget whatever.
Infinity, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was just BioShock Infinity.
Yeah.
Well, that is just the play style and the art style and everything. Like, it's kind of.
Dude, the thing about I loved Infinity, whatever. But by the time I got to that game, the mechanics just felt so old, and I was just like I love the story and I love the series, but man, shooting things.
The issue I had with Infinity is that I called it like after 2 hours of playing.
You what?
I knew exactly what was going to happen.
Yeah. Sure. It wasn't that surprising.
You were going to kill yourself from another dimension / time. I figured that out within an hour of playing the fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I still played through it and everything like that. It was a relatively okay game, but yeah, like the shooting mechanics and things like that were kind of wonky.
Because it felt a lot like the first BioShock.
Yeah. Like I did not really like the first BioShock, and then once the whole "would you kindly" thing happened, and then they have you then try to become like, I just said fuck it and didn't finish the game because I was just so annoyed with the whole thing of just the clunkiness of everything.
There's a lot of series that have done that to me because I hear BioShock 2 is actually a way better game.
Yeah, I never played BioShock.
Me
2.
neither, because the first BioShock by the end.
I think the only reason I have Infinity is because I got it on Steam for like $5 or something.
I was super interested in Infinity and I wanted to play it, so I got that.
I
got
know
that
I did
shit.
not pay money or much money for that game.
I paid money. All right, here's the last news story I got written down here. So the PlayStation VR in Japan last week was going crazy. There were some shipments coming in, I guess, and people were lining up ridiculously. Like if there was a shop selling video games, there was like 200 people outside of it waiting for a PlayStation VR.
Well,
and the reason for the most part is because Dead or Alive 3 Extreme Beach Volleyball has a PlayStation VR mode now where you can look at the girls in 3D. So
sure.
Guys will want to.
I'm sure that was the only reason.
What else would it be?
I don't.
What else would it be?
That Japanese people like putting or playing in. I don't. Now,
I would totally look. Listen.
No, how many?
I would totally do that. I would totally play that game only to be in VR to look at the girls and be like, "That's pretty all right. Hey, look at that. She looks like a real lady with anime eyes." That's
no, but with
pretty cool.
Vive and Oculus and all that, like, how many of those actually made it to Japan?
No, I don't know.
So that might be the thing. This might be the first real launch that Japan's getting a VR.
No, because this isn't the launch. The PlayStation VR has been out in Japan. It's been out.
No, it was just released. It was released like 2 weeks ago.
I'm looking this up. Pretty sure the PlayStation VR has been out in Japan. Like, I want to say it came out almost at the same time as it did here. Okay, release date. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a worldwide release date. October 2016 came out everywhere. Come on, they wouldn't hold out their Japanese market like that. Come on now. They're Japanese. If they would release something here first, it wouldn't be by that long. There's no way they would hold out on Japan a whole, 5-6 months now?
It was
4 months? 4 months?
October or something, yeah, so 3.5 months. I'm not seeing her even. Oh, okay, no release date. Yeah, so it isn't.
Yeah. Like I like it, it references this. I'm pretty sure it's worldwide. No, that's the US link, but oh yeah, globally. Available globally at 44,000 yen. Well, 45,000 yen.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
So they must have just gotten new ship.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
just
really
got new
understand
shipments,
why.
and Dead or Alive has a new mode where you can play with the ladies. Put your face in their boobies, and they go, "No." Did you not see that video?
No, like
It
anything
was
to do
one
with
of the best
fucking
videos of all time. Of all time on YouTube.
anything dead or alive related. I do not pay attention to.
Oh my god. Well, no, like this isn't like this was PlayStation VR related. Don't even look at it as a Dead or Alive thing. It was just it was a dude playing in VR. Okay, and it was another dude, I guess maybe waiting in line or something to play this thing, and he was recording this dude playing it, and it's even weirder because the girl like goes no, and you touch her boobs or whatever, but you still do it because why not? But like he's just like he's like on the ground, like looking all over the place and like trying to look at her butt, I guess, or something, and like putting his face like in her boobs, and she's saying no, and it's pretty ridiculous. It's Japan. It's totally Japan. That's the thing you got to realize. Like that would not happen here in 2017. Now, you would not. If it happened, people would be freaking out about it. They'd be like, "He can't do that. What is he doing right now? You can't just put that on the screen up there and have that dude just do that."
Well, I'm sure that game is released in North America, is it not? So you
No,
can do
no,
that.
no, you can't, because that game is not out in North America.
It's not.
No, but it's weird because that game is a PlayStation Vita game. And I want to say the VR thing is only a VR thing that you download for the PlayStation 4. But I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong.
Any DOA, I do not.
It came out on the Vita originally, and then it got
Okay,
a PlayStation
re-release
4.
date of March 24th of 16.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it got released on both systems. Oh yeah. They got different names. One is called Fortune, and the other one is called Venus. The first Dead or Alive Extreme was actually pretty okay as a volleyball game, because I play a lot of volleyball games since the Nintendo. As a volleyball game was okay, and then the second game was just pretty much put on the skimpiest outfits you can.
I'm surprised that wouldn't have been released in North America.
Not because
or Europe,
because I don't think it would sell that great here now. It's really not a good game. It's really not a good game.
Well, I understand that, but like, just why wouldn't you? I guess it doesn't really matter. You can still get it because it's all region unlocked. So
yeah, you could get it with all the
Japanese
Japanese voiceovers and shit. But like, who cares?
So that would probably be why they didn't bother.
The thing about kids now is there's no 13-year-old going, "I need this game, dude. I need this game right now, and maybe do stuff to it." There's no kid thinking that right now.
But I get why they wouldn't have done it, because you can just like, if you'd probably have to be old enough to understand that your shit's region unlocked, so you can then just order it from wherever the fuck you want to order it from. And if you are ordering something online or through whatever, then you're obviously old enough to have a credit card or whatever. So then whoever's business it is, it's their business.
Yeah.
But those butts are not real butts.
Well, but now you can see it in VR, and you can like move around them and stuff, and put.
But you're not feeling them.
I don't need it. Who cares? Who cares, man? I'm in Japan. I'm alone in my apartment right now. Like, I am here right now, but
no one's alone in their apartment in Japan.
I'm in Japan.
You can't afford an apartment by yourself in Japan.
Yeah.
So you have roommates. So they're watching you.
Yeah, so we can split the cost on this VR thing.
Yeah.
We could all have fun with it.
It's just kind of creepy.
Yeah, whatever. Think about this. Where you are, there might have been somebody that masturbated before. before your house was even there. Somebody might
bought
have
my house
masturbated
new,
there
so that's
100 years
not-
ago. You
Yeah,
never
100
know. You never know.
Okay.
Talk about that. I think we're gonna end it.
Yeah.
That's video.
On
That's
masturbating.
video games this week. Masturbation.
Some 120-year-old guy masturbating on this spot.
Yes, in Calgary before it was even Calgary.
Oh, it was Calgary 120 years ago. or
150 years ago. Then I don't know. 250 years ago. There you go. Was it
Well,
Calgary
then it would have been one
then?
of your ancestors. Because there were no white men out here that long ago.
Yeah. So there you go. There you go. It was in Calgary then. Take that. Yeah. Stay tuned for Sprawl and Brawl. We'll be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, the video game.